Today, the Jews want to stone Jesus, and stoning seems to be like a trending topic in the Gospels. In these couple of weeks, we started with a woman who was to be stoned on Monday, and now they want to stone him for what he says, because for them it's clear that he's making himself, he's claiming to be God with the famous I am, right? With no qualifications, because in the Gospel of John he says, I am the good shepherd, I am the true vine, I am the truth, the way, the life. But here he says, before Abraham came to be, I am. And that I am for them is the name of God. And so obviously they were furious about that, and they want to stone him. But the question here is that he says in this part of the Gospel, whoever keeps my word will never see death. That's a very strong statement on Jesus' lips. And then he says, you are not keeping the word of God, and that's why you cannot recognize me. And I do know him, and I do keep the words of my Father, and that's why I am faithful to him. And if not, I would be a liar like you who are liars. These are strong words on Jesus' lips. And we have to reflect more on that, because when he says, whoever keeps my word, we have to think, well, what is it to keep his words? It certainly doesn't mean to keep the Bible, in your room, right? You might have the Bible. That doesn't mean to keep his word. When he says, keep my words, he means embrace my words. Digest my words. Eat my words. Become my words. So, the words have to be incarnate in us. That's why we have to read the scriptures over and over again. That's why the scriptures always have something new. But also there's a link in between whoever keeps my word and really is faithful to those words. It's not enough just to read them or to meditate on them, but to be faithful. That's what transforms us. And that's what Jesus says today. Who keeps my word. And that's why the Gospel will say that Mary kept the word of God. Now, we have to be aware that we can, like Judas, not keep his words. Judas listened to the words, to the same preaching that Peter listened to, that John listened to, but he didn't keep the word in his heart. And so we are invited today to keep the word of Christ in our souls. It's like the incarnation. The words of God has to be incarnate now in us. First incarnation, the actual word comes from the two natures of Christ coming together, right, in him when he became man. God and man coming together, two natures, one person. Well, that's kind of what has to happen in us as well. The Word of God has to be in us in such a way that we would be able to live it out day in and day out.